Hello, welcome to the Marc Show, the cybersecurity show. In this video, I'm going to talk about Google CEO Sundar and what he had to say about the future of AI and where he wants to take Google with AI and this whole advancement. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Please hit that subscribe button. We're going dark. So again, we're talking about the Alphabet Google CEO Sundar who joined, an interview, a show after the Google I/O Developer Conference last week. Google's focus during the conference was AI, of course. Google is building AI into virtually all of its products. So some of people's personal favorite is the new AI search in Google Photos that lets you ask things like, "What is my license plate number?" and get an answer back from your entire photo library. All in all, Google executives said AI more than 120 times during the keynote, right? Someone counted. But there was one particular announcement that I/O, that's sending shockwaves around the web. Google is rolling out what it calls AI overviews in search to everyone in the United States, by this week, and around the world to more than, a billion users by the end of the year. That means that you search for something on Google, you'll get an AI-powered results at the top of the page for a number of queries. But please be careful because rumors has it, somebody tried to look up some pizza ingredients and it said glue. So proceed with caution with this, guys. So the company literally describes this as letting Google do the Googling for you guys, because y'all lazy. So Google has been testing this for a year now in what it called the search generative experience. So you may have already seen a version of this, but now it's here. And it will change the web as we know it. Until now, Google's ecosystem has been based on links to everyone else's content. You type something into a search box, you see some links, and you click on one. That sends traffic to websites, which their owners can try to monetize in various ways, and ideally everyone wins. So Google is by far the biggest source of traffic on the web today. So if it starts keeping that traffic for itself by answering questions with AI, that will change or potentially even destroy the internet ecosystem as we know it. Because hey, look, don't give us something in your AI overview is not even working, right, guys? So the News/Media Alliance, which represents a bunch of fancy news publishers, put out a press release calling AI previews in search catastrophic to our traffic. So if you're a decoder listener, you've heard talk of this idea a lot past this year. Some people call it Google Zero, and they have been asking web and media CEOs what would happen to their businesses if their Google traffic were to go to zero. So if AI chatbots and AI powered search results are summarizing everything for you, why would you go to a website? And if we all stop going to websites, what's the incentive to put new content on the web? What's going to stop shady characters from flooding the web with AI generated spam to try and game these systems? And if we succeed in choking the web with AI, what are all these bots going to summarize when people ask them questions? So Sundar had some ideas. For one, he's not convinced the web, which he says he cares deeply about, is in all that much danger. Do you guys believe him, or do you guys agree with him? Please let me know in the comment section below. So you'll hear him mention, the 2010 headline, "The web is dead." And he makes the argument that new transformative technologies like AI always cause some short-term disruptions. I don't know, this might lead to a big fight because you're taking away money from companies. That's how I feel. So he says injecting AI into search is about creating value for users, and those users are telling him that they find these new features to be helpful and even clicking on the links at higher rates in the AI previews. But he didn't say where that leaves the people who've put the content on the internet in the first place. We really sat with that idea for a while, and we've talked about the anger creative people feel toward AI systems training on their work. I don't know, guys. What y'all think? So, people have talked with Sundar quite a bit over the past few years, and this was the most, fired up people have seen him at this event. So you can really tell that there was a deep tension between the vision Google has for the future, where AI magically makes us smarter, more productive, and more artistic, and the very real fears and anxieties creators and website owners are feeling right now about how search has changed and how AI might swallow the internet forever. Sundar is wrestling with that tension. And I get it. You know, you're taking money away from people. You're taking attention. So, you know, another search engine might replace Google. Who knows? That's a wild statement, but who knows, right? So on one note, you'll hear some people say Sundar keeps making oblique references to OpenAI, which he pushes back on pretty strongly. You know, a lot of people thought about it afterward, and it's pretty clear he wasn't just talking about OpenAI, but also Meta, which has openly turned away from sending any traffic to any websites whatsoever, and has been explicit that it doesn't want to support news on its platforms at all anymore, right? All right, so now let's get into some of these questions that he was asked, and you know some of his responses and what he thinks. So, do you think language is the same as intelligence? Wow, that's an easy question. I don't think I'm an expert on it. I think language does encode a lot of intelligence, probably more than people thought. It explains the successes of large language models to a great extent. But my intuition tells me as humans, there's a lot more to the way we consume information than language alone. But I'd say language is a lot more than people think it is. The reason I asked that question is to start is I looked at the announcements at I.O. with AI and what we're doing. I looked at your competitors with AI and what they're doing, and everything is very... Guys, look, I'm trying to, you know, bear with me now. And everything is very language heavy. It's LLMs that have really led to this explosion of interest in innovation and investment. And I wonder if the intelligence is increasing at the same rate as the facility with language. I kind of don't see it, to be perfectly honest. I see computers getting much better at language and actually in some cases getting dumber. I'm wondering if you see that same gap. Part of the reason we made Gemini natively multimodal, and you're beginning to see glimpses of it now, but it hasn't made its way fully into products yet, is so that with audio, text, images, and videos and code, we have multimodality working on the input and output side, and we're training models using all of that. Maybe in the next cycle, they'll encapsulate a lot more than just today, which is primarily text-based. I think the continuum will shift as we take in a lot more information that way. So maybe there's more to come. Last year, the tagline was bold but responsible. That's Google's approach. Guys, I did my best to do another voice. So that's what I have for you today. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. Take a moment to hit that subscribe button and the like button. I appreciate your viewership. See you on the next video.